There is safety, different levels of safety in non-Muslim lands, but I don't think there's a level of safety that you can establish except for by Islam.
I'm just wondering if someone's going to ask why there's a sword on the table.
Oh, snap.
There's khair in the ummah, man. I know some people are going to say to me, bro, I've been to Dubai and I've seen it. A person, when he goes to a place, he'll find what he's looking for. What you found was a reflection of really.
Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. Amma ba'ad, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, welcome back to another episode of Chai with my Bhai. On today's episode, we have Abbas, Yasin, and Imran. Guys, give salam.
Assalamu alaikum
wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the benefits of living in a Muslim country and the contrasts with regards to that with living in a non-Muslim country. Before we start, just wanted to mention, as mentioned in the previous video that came out yesterday, is that these are our last 2 weeks on this set because we have to vacate these premises on the 16th of December.
This set didn't even get finished, did it?
No.
None of them actually got finished. They were still in the process of building. It took us months to get to where we are.
Yeah.
And now, Qadarullah, yesterday, which was the 24th of December, we just found out, Qadarullah, we have to vacate on the 16th of December. So, inshallah, there'll be a link below if you guys want to donate. If not, just make that out for us.
For the next studio.
Or if you're able to help out with a van or something like that, let us know as well. So, let's get straight into today's topic. So, what are some of the benefits of living in a Muslim country? First and foremost, has anyone here lived? When I say live, I mean lived, not holidayed. Has anyone here lived in a Muslim country? Just simple yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Certainly.
So I think I'm the only one. I haven't actually lived
You haven't lived, yeah.
in a Muslim country. I've been to Muslim countries, been to Saudi, been to Dubai, been to Pakistan, been to...
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it for you, mate.
I think that's it. Yeah.
What do you mean when you say Muslim country?
Yeah, so it's any country that the majority of Muslims and the outward symbols of Islam are established, like the adhan and the salah and the siyam and things like that.
So,
but there's difference of opinion.
Or even on the table, there's a difference of opinion. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's best to get into it though.
I don't think the table counts. There's a difference between amongst scholars.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I don't want to like dig into what you said. I don't want to fixate on that because I think we have a different discussion that needs to be had.
Yeah.
So what are some of the benefits of living in a Muslim land over living in a non-Muslim land? Anyone want to go first with a particular benefit?
So one thing that comes to my mind immediately is obviously we just came from a Muslim country. We were there just not too long ago, and I remember Muslim countries will differ with regards to their religiosity themselves. Some Muslim countries will be, more than others, but there's an underlying factor, which is that they're all Muslim countries. Does that make sense? Where Islam is predominant. One thing that really stuck out to me was the whole Corona situation. And I only appreciated how it was when we were in the Middle East. This Sunday, 2 things happened to me this Sunday and the day after. Sunday, I basically had to do some recording with our cameraman. Obviously, with the regulations during the lockdown, you're allowed to meet one person outside, right? Or whatever have you. So I met with him to do some recording, and there's like a little river place by Twickenham. The Twickenham River is like some dead river, and it's hard. I've never seen this place packed ever in my entire life. I've never seen it packed. The Richmond River? Packed. You go there, summer packed. Everything. This Twickenham River, Twickenham upon Thames, bro, it's a mesquite little riverbed. I've seen a couple of old people there. Maybe this is not packed. I saw the place flooded during lockdown. No social distancing. I was shocked. Drove past the park, bro. And when you could tell this is not a household. When all the different ethnicities are playing football together. And you're like, these are not all your cousins, my brother, in the cage. Does that make sense? Bro, we went to the graveyard. The graveyard was packed.
Wow.
I've never seen the graveyard. You're a local graveyard.
I'm just wondering, what
you're
would they do?
allowed to go to a graveyard, right?
I'm not sure about that. I just want to know what they were doing.
To remember death and...
So it's 30 man.
Say that again?
Isn't it 30 people allowed? Or 50
I thought you mean Islamically. Sorry. You mean constitutionally?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, lockdown. Lee.
I think so, yeah,
My point is that I'm saying it is a lockdown, brother.
Yes,
there's a word lockdown.
Yes.
Bro, then the brothers from East London, I said, so what's it like in East? Bro, there's no lockdown in the East.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lockdown, we was in a Muslim country. Does that make sense? We was in a Muslim country.
Yes.
So, and I said to
So
myself,
it wasn't a lockdown in Dubai either.
I know there wasn't. But the point is that I'm saying, even in Dubai, there's not a lockdown.
Yes.
But they are taking more precautions and measures
Yes.
than
Where there is a lockdown.
where there is a lockdown.
in the UK.
And I said to myself, Wallah, you people, you just don't care.
Yes.
But is that about the people or the country?
No, but that's what I'm saying. The people make up the country, Akhi. The people make up the country. And like, because for example, like one thing you'll see.
Because there's Muslims in the UK as well
Like,
who are doing the same thing.
No, but
They're having Eid parties
I
and-
know, but the Muslims here, they imitate the Kuffar. That's the problem, innit? One of the problems that come when we're living in a Kafir country is that you're going to follow them. You're going to follow suit. Like
Yeah.
in Dubai, the Kuffar, one thing Jimmy told me, he was like, he was in a cab and there was a Kafir guy in Dubai that was driving him home. And he was like, I just seen the videos in the UK, the lockdown, you lot having parties, Halloween, this, that, and the other. And he's like, that's you guys' problem. Why in UK the death rate is going high? Because you guys don't listen and you guys don't care. Something like that. And he's like, here, we follow orders. We listen. We obey the law. We are concerned. To the point where one brothers told me from Dubai, there was like you know, you'll come in the lift and you'll take your mask off. Brothers will tell you, ittaqillah, man. Bro, you're gonna kill us, you're gonna kill yourself. They remind you, the brothers will come to say, the ulama have said that, you know, if this is on you, if someone dies because of you, that could be on your neck. You contributed towards his death.
I mentioned that's not just the practicing folk. That's
Yes.
just the general
The
people.
amateur.
But I think the reason, one of the main differences, between the Muslim and non-Muslim countries in this corona that I've seen at least, was the reaction of the governments, the reaction of the UK government versus the reaction of the Muslim governments. I think
Big
from,
difference.
From what I've seen,
Difference.
and this is just speculation, is that the UK government, their main concern wasn't the lives of the
It
wasn't.
wasn't what
Their main concern was the economy.
Allah,
Yeah,
100%.
Was the economy, right?
It's good that you said that.
And as for if you look at the Muslim lands, a lot of the Muslim lands, the main concern was the lives of their citizens, of their people. So how much do they really care about you? That's what I've thought. That's what hit me personally.
And that's what I'm saying. Like for example, you know, like the whole issue. We was in Mecca, right? When the lockdown, when Mecca locked everything down. The last day, we thought we were scared. We're trapped. Remember the last day of our Umrah trip in
February.
in the Feb 29th, literally 28th, yeah, or 29th, something like that. And it was the last day of the trip, yeah.
No, it was the beginning of March. It was in the beginning of March.
Was it in the beginning of March?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Basically, it was the last
One
week.
week before the lockdown.
It was
1
the
2
day
before lockdown.
when the Hajj ministry, whatever, announced
We're closing it.
we're closing it. No one's coming to
Doors
the
Oh,
closed,
because
man.
that guy's dad was coming to pick him up.
Yeah,
And we
remember?
weren't sure if he was going to be allowed to come on his
Yeah,
flight.
yeah.
Because they shut it off.
They shut the whole thing down. Does that make sense? And that shocked me because in all of the in that part of Arabia, bro, how many corona cases?
Yeah.
You could count them.
Quite little, compared to UK.
You could count them. UK, people are dropping dead.
Yeah.
People have started dropping dead
Yeah.
from a month before. This country locked, and I thought to myself, this is going to affect the economy. They're a country that relies upon heavily on tourism and you know the pilgrims coming in. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, because I know some brothers that live in Dubai. They mentioned to me, bro, Dubai.
That one was
curfew
shut
at-
down. Yeah.
You couldn't walk the
Well, yeah.
streets.
Yeah, you couldn't
لا
walk the streets.
تسمع إلا
Yeah,
همسة. You couldn't walk the streets.
One brother was telling me on that one of the nights of the lockdown, he had to return a car. And it was in Riyadh. In Riyadh, he had to return a car. He said there was because the curfew started. He said I had to walk 4 hours back home because there was no cars, no taxis, nothing.
Look at
I was
that.
walking 4 hours back home. That was a mad lockdown. Alhamdulillah, I got out.
And look at the beauty. And you know what I think a lot of it was? I think a lot of it has to do with the scholars advising, you know, mention like the Islamic
strict, severe
positions on
warnings
it.
and
Like
whatnot.
straight away, you had Sheikh Khalid Mashaiqi. He released straight away, literally, akhi, within when our lockdown started, straight away. This is how you pray at home. These are the medical the fatwa, the ahkam thing to this.
And it was transcribed.
Huh?
That it was
It
transcribed.
was transcribed, yeah. Sorry, yeah. It was a lecture, right? It was
It was a
transcribed.
lecture transcribed. Yeah.
Yeah, the you transcribed. Barakallah
In
fiqh.
Arabic, you know,
Yeah.
and in English. Yeah.
So and you know, Sheikh Suleiman Ruhaidi's coming on. He's telling you this how you pray and that. Like straight away, scholars they took control from their perspective of the
Yeah,
situation.
they have to do that,
and what
of
they're doing,
course.
like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, look, let's be real, akhi. Not everyone's going to listen to the government, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Muslims are going to more likely listen to their government because there's narrations of the Prophet ﷺ, listen to your lead. And by the way,
But wouldn't someone turn around and say that what we're basically, we're not really saying benefits of living in a Muslim country, we're talking about benefits of living under a tyrannical ruler?
No,
I can see someone turning around flipping us and say, you're basically saying that because he's got like a tyrannical rule over the people are shook of him, they're going to listen to what they're doing.
Not in the
No,
sense.
but when he's not there, like the example in the lift, for example, the
Yeah,
guy's not there, they're still upholding this.
That's the point. The Muslims do it; they uphold it like the citizens, and that's my point. The scholars are doing it as well. Look, there's a couple of things here. One thing I'm just mentioning, just min bab al-fa'ida. This is not a discussion about the obedience to the ruler, even if he's oppressive, but it shows you the difference between Muslims who do obey the ruler, even if he's oppressive, and the kuffar. The kuffar have been told, don't go out, lock down, work. Bro, look, we're Muslims in this country, and we've been following the law.
Yeah,
because obviously Allah said, fulfill your contracts, fulfill your covenants. So
certain brothers were trying to get out of it. I can't lie.
yeah, but it's deceptive behavior, man.
Yeah, you know, man, funny story. So you know how they announced that if you land back from Dubai after, I think it was last Saturday at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
If you land after then, you don't have to quarantine.
Yeah.
There's one brother, he was landing on Friday evening. He was like, bro, it's after Maghrib, therefore it's the next day. I said, bro, they clearly said Saturday.
The point I was making was, in a Muslim country, you have narrations of Prophet ﷺ saying, obey the Muslim ruler, and Corona comes, generally speaking, Muslims obey the Muslim ruler. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, here, their kafir ruler tells them, bro, they say we protest. That's one benefit of a Muslim country. Second is that here I'm saying, morally speaking,
that's what I'm saying. So are we not now talking about the benefits of living in a democracy versus the benefits of living in a?
But that's the point. Democracy is kufr, isn't it?
No, that's
but that all comes under it.
Have we not changed the discussion?
No, but that all comes. I'm saying that's all part and parcel of it. That's all part and parcel of it. Democracy and kafir countries kind of synonymous now, isn't it? It's hand in hand. Then the second level is scholars. Like in a Muslim country, you have scholars to tell you. Like you actually have scholars to back up the moral spirit of the problem. Does that make sense? Like for example, here, who is it? Scientists are coming out and they're the ones telling you. There's doctors coming out telling you quarantine, isolate, and there's doctors coming out telling you no, they're trying to cure with a vaccine. Like who do I know to take? Does that make sense? There you have ulama. They say, listen, okay, let's look at what Allah said. Let's look at what the Messenger said. We have these kind of pandemics been discussed. There's narrations, there's text, there's fatwa, there's this. Now, here's how we go for it. They bring you ayah, bring you hadith. So people are more likely to listen. Does that make sense?
So basically, the discussion is the benefits of, so far, the benefits of a Muslim country in light of the corona pandemic.
So I'm saying that was just one angle.
So far, yeah.
That was just one angle. And then the second thing that made me realize a Muslim country is way better is from a da'wah perspective as well. Like for example,
before you mention your second point, should we let someone else mention the first
point?
point?
Yeah, my bad.
No, I'll leave with this, inshallah.
So what's one point that you would like to mention?
He's cold,
that was savage.
The guy's so cold.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's good though. I like that. Allah very.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I thought it was calm.
Good. Let's see what the time stamp.
We just recorded roast down man, innit? So maybe I'm still in that roast down man mode, but I thought that was calm. I don't think that was that peak.
So the benefit of living in a Muslim country in like corona?
No, just generally.
Oh, generally. I think number one, one of the main things here is the adhan. The fact that you're reminded of the salah 5 times a day. Like
no matter what you're doing, you can't say, "Oh, I forgot," because you're hearing it when you're walking around wherever you are in the mall, hear it, And some countries they're gonna close down the shops and stuff like that.
Can we actually play a clip here? Yeah, there's a little video recording I took from one of the buildings in Dubai when we visited. You can see the sunset, and as soon as the sun sets, and Maghrib kicks in, you hear the adhan in the masjid.
Oh, really?
It'd be beautiful to put that. Then Isha kicks in. I don't know why the masjid's not done the adhan yet. I think the mu'adhin's late today. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it, inshallah. There you go. About 30 seconds late. You can hear it.
That's nice.
You can see that.
Go for it.
Yeah, man. The adhan is one of the main things for me, subhanAllah. And plus, just the fact that you're going, it's just that's one of the main things. Another thing which is personal to me that I've seen is the morals of Muslims is better than the morals of the non-Muslims.
Sorry.
Generally, I think. I'm talking about my experience.
In a Muslim country.
Not in every Muslim country. I'm talking about my experience. So probably, but generally Muslims. Actually, in most Muslim countries that I've seen that their morals are different to the non-Muslim morals. You find that in Muslim countries, or in the Muslim country that I've been to, you find that generosity is a mannerism that's praised. That's not known here. It's not even known a lot here.
No, here
That's
generosity
very
is seen as, bro, you're
valuable.
soft, you're weak.
Yeah,
Let me
why are
walk
you
over
paying for everyone? You get it?
Yeah.
But that's not just Muslim countries. That's Muslims in general. It's Muslim culture, to be honest. Alhamdulillah.
You know what's
It's
amazing?
a praise.
In
But
Ramadan,
the thing, let me tell you one example of that was that when I first went to study, when I was studying in Saudi, we were living in an area of the locals. So they put all of us in a hotel, in apartments to live for a bit because the university wasn't open yet. So when we were there for a year and a half, the university accommodation wasn't open yet. When we were there for a year and a half, the locals, when they saw that we were foreign students, there was one of them, he owned a shop, a grocery shop. He said, for the students, you can get whatever you want for free anytime. Go and take whatever you want. Anytime. Literally anytime. Then the students started taking too much, so he gave us a limit. Like he's gave us a limit of I think 50 riyal a day. A day, 50, that's £10 a day.
wow.
And then
And how many students is this?
36 students.
So he's
36 students.
300. A local corner shop is missing out on a potential £360 a day.
Yeah, quite a lot. More than that.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's
That's
not
a lot.
that adds
Local
up, bro.
corner shop,
That adds up,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
grocery, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
A day.
A day.
A day.
But obviously, I ain't gonna lie. For that whole time, I didn't take anything apart from, I think I took dates once because the brothers were telling me, why don't you take stuff? And I don't need anything. Like, I don't really cook. I never used to cook. So they used to take stuff a lot, mashallah. And every time, that's one, like, just imagine we're locals, they never seen us, they see that these people are ghareeb, they're strangers, they've come to a foreign land to seek knowledge. They're gonna honor us. They used to invite us to their aqiqah. When there's a aqiqah, they'll slaughter a sheep or something, and they'll invite all of us. We'll go to, like, there's a place they call it istiraha. So basically, that's the thing I'm trying to hook up with you guys. And so
A pool.
yeah, the swimming pool, football pitch, and they'll rent that whole place. And at the end, you go and they'll eat. And people doing the shit, they'll bring a sheikh, and the sheikh will do a talk for us and things like that. Every single so every month we'll have like a little munasabah, something happening like that. They'll when we're in the masjid, they'll ask us everyone, okay. I remember the locals, they heard that one of the brothers from one of the countries, he was struggling, so they gathered together enough money for him, £2,000 for him to go back to his family, to help him out. A lot of things, subhanallah, man. Like literally,
Even when you went to Kuwait.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, like, this shocked me. I went to Kuwait, yeah. والله المستعان وعلى ما تصفون. أخي, the hospitality there. أخي, basically the brother was driving us around, yeah. So he's driving us around his neighborhood. So his neighbor comes out and he sees us. No, he sees us. He says, Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Da, da, da. He says, who are these guests?
he's happy.
Yeah, and he's happy, smiling. He
Guests.
said, who are these guests? And he goes to him, oh, just some brothers that come from the UK. He said, please come in. Akhi, strangers. He opened his big yard to us. And we're there, we're obviously we were going to see some of them shaykh there, right? I think Sheikh Salim Tawid, we were going to visit him. And the brothers, you know, may Allah preserve him, his name was Mubarak. He was like, they've got an appointment with the sheikh. Akhi, the guy's arguing with him. He said, I have to take care of the guests. How can, Akhi, he says to him, he got annoyed with their friends. He got annoyed with him. He said, why are you preventing me from my guests? Akhi, his dad came out.
He's sick, man.
Akhi, his dad came out. I'll never forget, his dad had a muffin in his hand. His dad has a muffin in his hand. His dad was like, Assalamu alaikum, come in. He just joined the conversation, didn't know what he just saw guests, come in. And then we explained to him that, you know, barakallah fi, we've got an appointment with some of the mashayikh, can't really do that. And he felt so aib. He in his mind, I saw his face. Like, it was the face, you know that panicky face I make sometimes when he made that face. Like, what can I do right now? And he looked at his muffin, he looked at us, he's like, take this. It's like he just wanted to do something for us. Something for us. And we're like,
Even, like, if you see videos of, like, like sometimes there's like YouTubers or whatever.
I'm just wondering if
who are
someone's going to
non-Muslim.
ask why there's a sword on the table. Just...
Oh, snap.
it's not real.
No, I'm not stopping you. I'm just maybe want to clarify.
Oh, no, that wasn't a good idea. I'm thinking, should we start again? No, basically, it's just the prop.
Just tell them it's plastic.
And yeah, it's plastic. As in, it's not a sheath. There's no metal blade underneath. This is it. But yeah, I didn't realize.
Anyway,
just-
carry on. You were going to say something. Someone was
Oh,
going
no,
to say
Abu Bakr was gonna say- sorry, cut you.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Can I say
about
something?
Kuwait. We were talking about Kuwait.
But Kuwait. Oh, even when you see like non-Muslims who go to Muslim countries, whether it's Pakistan, Afghanistan, like Dubai, like wherever they might go, you see
They
they're
always talk about
shocked
hospitality.
about
yeah.
the hospitality,
Yeah.
the generosity, and the fact that people will just come up to you and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like here, like if you're in the UK, you could be on a train packed full of people. You
Not
fall
one
down,
person is going to
one person's gonna look at you maybe one person will ask you, "Are you alright?" Everyone above this newspaper, his eyes will not move from his newspaper. Like, do you get it? Like everyone's about themselves. It's like a rat race. You know what? You know what
That's
I'm saying,
actually
innit?
really. We're gonna. I want to just talk about that. I was gonna say that people will say that this is a really fast-moving city. That's why no one has time for hospitality, honor. Who cares about these things, right?
Yeah.
But Dubai is an equally fast-moving city, and they don't lose time. When it
Oh,
comes
to be honest, it
manners.
might even be
Do you see what I'm
faster
saying? Yeah,
to an extent.
No, but I agree with a little bit, because if you find people outside of London, they're a bit different.
they are. Yeah.
They're a bit.
They are.
They're a bit nicer.
They are definitely nicer. But
Yeah.
it's true. Scotland, people are very well mannered.
They're nicer,
They are
but
nice.
this
They're
I'm
nicer.
not even talking about that.
But there's things that they
No,
won't
it's
do.
like,
like
up north.
Yeah, but I'm not
People just
talking
seem
about that
a
thing.
lot more chilled out,
They're
like
nicer,
relaxed.
but what I'm saying about the Muslim country was the fact that the actual the hospitality, the generosity. You don't find that even the nice people.
Yeah.
To be honest,
they'll be
I haven't
nicer.
seen
They'll
that.
smile at you, but
They'll be
bro, they're
nice,
not gonna
smile
give
at
you a
they'll
meal.
talk to you. They'll even have a conversation.
I'll give you another example because I
But
don't.
does that come back to culture?
Yeah, culture.
But is
That's
that-
what I'm saying.
No,
Culture.
but no. I think there's another. No.
No, but
I actually think there's
It's
another thing there.
Muslim
I
culture.
think
it's
it's
based
that,
on Islam.
bro.
The culture is based on Islam.
That's
It's
why
not
you
just
find
that.
it
It's
amongst
not
the
just
Obviously,
that.
but even Muslims in this country, you find they're not as generous as Muslims in other
because
countries.
they've adopted the disbelievers' culture.
Yeah, but also, do you not find that the Muslims in this country are more generous than the non-Muslims? They're at least the ones
They're
that
the
are here, they
non-Muslims,
are
yeah.
more generous
I think even if you look at the
because of the
stats
Islam.
in terms of charity and
Yeah,
stuff,
it's
even
Muslims
though
are
the
the
Muslims
most generous.
are less in number than the Kuffar, but they give the most.
So just
in
imagine
charity.
a whole country where there are some people that might not be as practicing as others and whatever have you in Muslim countries, but everyone's got that standard.
Yeah, everyone's got a standard. Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
I was gonna say that I don't think it's just about like the culture. The culture is one thing, but I think it's a symptom. It's something that comes after when the community gets corrupted. Sins have a really hardening effect on people. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes you
comparative to
hard-hearted.
yeah, it makes you cold and removed from people. You know.
Yeah,
And,
that's true as
and
well.
comparative to countries where maybe they might even do more sins, maybe they do less. Who knows? But I'm saying it's definitely not as widespread. It's not as open. It has a less corrupting effect on people.
Well, like 100%. And you know, one thing I think is also good to mention. Some people might think, "Oh, you're only mentioning Middle East." I mean, look,
No, Pakistan was like that
Have
as
you
well.
been to any
Alhamdulillah, Allah's given me
Muslim
the
countries?
ability to travel around quite a lot. So let's take Egypt for example. Yeah, and Egypt, I didn't have. You know, when you go to Egypt, you have. It depends. You leave with a different.
Everyone has
It's a different.
So
everyone
you
has a
almost got
different
arrested on your way
experience.
out.
No, I never. I didn't. No, I didn't get arrested.
You almost got arrested.
I didn't almost get arrested.
Did you?
No, basically the guy was just checking my books a bit too extra, and I was like, "Why?" Basically, me and him had some tough words. I'm basically just trying to tell him just like respect the thing, innit? But
No, but did
No,
do you
no.
want to mention
No.
that it was a suitcase full of books?
it was true. But,
Okay.
but shall I tell you something?
That's
Even
quite-
then,
it's quite important.
no,
Me and Amon got
That's quite
arrested in
relevant.
Dubai.
one sec. But then how did the police officers treat you?
I mean, at the beginning, he was very annoyed
Because obviously he thought you ran away with the car and you weren't refusing to stop.
no.
I said he thought that
No,
you were a guy who
no,
done
no.
got spared.
Let me just clarify quickly because
Okay.
no, I didn't run away. It makes it sound like I got into a police chase or something. No. We're just sitting in traffic. Traffic is just
Ride out, hot pursuit.
mad traffic. Me and Amon just sitting there. We were driving to pick up his passport and Samatar's passport because they left it with one company. And we're just sitting in traffic waiting, and then I see a guy at the corner of my eye come in a high-vi. He's wearing a high-vi come. You know, over there they got those like people that try to sell you like, raffle tickets.
Yeah.
So I just went like no,
Oh, my
not
days.
not
You
the
kinda
route thing.
shooed
We're not
him away.
kind of like a shoe, like no, like we're not interested kind of thing. He switched.
Obviously, 'cause he
License
thinks
and and he was
But he's
like,
got
No, and the other thing is,
Yeah.
the other thing is maybe that's canon in the UK, but that might not be something they
that's
do
the thing,
there,
innit?
innit?
Yeah. So obviously, and then also we're in a Lamborghini Huracan as well. And so basically, he just asked for my license. So I looked up and I realized, so police. Oh snap! I'm thinking, yo, like.
But how did he
straight
do it?
away? I changed. I was.
But afterwards, how did
So there and then he was like, "Give me your license." He was a bit tough, but then he said to me, "Okay, follow me. We're gonna go to car park." So I went to car park with him. Then I was being nice to him. I was like, "Yeah, Sheikh, like, what's the problem? This, that, or not?" I gave my license. He said, "Where's the registration for the car?" I said, "No, it's not my car. It's a rental." He goes, "Have you got the agreement?" I said, "Yes." I showed it to him. He goes, "Okay, no problem." So then he's on his radio on his phone. Then I asked him, like, "Is everything okay?" He goes, "No." Then he was nice to me. He was like, "Don't worry, it's not problem. Not you. Problem's the car." Then told me to follow him. So he took me to the police station, then to the impound lot. So we're in the car now, this, that, whatnot. So I've called up the company as well. Said, "Yo, listen, I've been pulled into the police station. What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, there's the previous customer racked up like I think 16,000 dirhams in fines, which is approximately £4,000 or £5,000. So they got a rule there: if you go above 5,000 dirhams, they impound your car. So while I was on the phone to the guy, I was like, cool, give the phone to the police officer. I spoke to the police officer. It's funny, even in Arab custom, when they talk to each other, even though it was a tense, I could tell it was tense. The police officer was tense. The guy on the phone was kind of tense. Tense meaning, like, obviously there's a issue here, innit?
There's
Big money's
tension.
involved, stuff like there's tension there.
Yeah.
But I could hear him, Sheikh, min fadlik, barakallah. Like, they're just being nice to each other, but they're being nice to each other, but in a like cutthroat way. It was just like, but he's still like, that's just their manners. It's like they spent the first few minutes just praising each other. He would praise him, he would praise him, he would praise him, he would praise him. They'd be like,
Down to business now.
What now?
You know what I'm
And he's
saying?
like, yeah, like these fines were racked up today. This, that, one, bro. Give me 10 minutes and I'll do it. And the guy said, no problem. If you do it 10 minutes, I'll let the guy go. And they paid it and whatnot.
But that's my point. And
And eventually the guy was nice.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what happened to me in Egypt as well. Like, for example, that's what I'm saying. That's what happened to me in Egypt as well. Like, imagine, when you're going through security and the man check your bags. How rude are they here? Open your bag. What's this? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So the Egyptian guys. These dons. They tried to play with me. Like, they were looking for my books. Da, 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 checking everything. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, they're just books. Like, you're Muslim, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
Look at the books. Like, you can see it's fiqh, it's Quran. It's, you know what I'm saying? So then they done something to one of my bags where, it's the stuff you're going to find everywhere you go in it, where they just put the bag on the side. I was like, give me my bag, bro, please. And then it got, obviously it was my bad, but I got a bit frustrated because of some prior things that happened. And I thought, let me just stick it on him to tell him. You know what he did? Wallahi, they came to me, akhi, 5 of them said sorry. Yeah. That's my point. Even though I was angry what happened, but wallahi, akhi, they came to me 5. Customs, security, immigration dons.
They're supposed to be the toughest guys.
They came to me, and Egyptians are hench.
Yeah.
Egyptians are strong.
Yeah, like the brother Taha.
Yeah. Like, they were like, to me, now I remember back, they were wench.
Yeah.
Wide-shouldered, lombardic, dons.
Well, you thought they came to slap you up.
Say that again?
When the first 5 of them was like walking,
in the
you thought, bro, I'm getting
no.
thrown into jail or something.
In the sense where I wasn't even thinking that.
Okay.
I was just thinking, you man violated me. Just give me my bag. I just want to go back. I just want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Read my books. I just want to leave here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, even then, even though it was like a sour moment, they came and they said, "We're sorry. Please, sir, enjoy." They would have bagged you here and that. Like, there's limits, you know what I'm saying? They think, he's a practicing guy, it's right, he has got, we violated, we're sorry. You know what I'm saying? 5 of them came, guys who weren't involved came, they said, we're sorry. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, I'm saying here that would never happen. You'd get bagged here. You know what I'm saying?
You hear is like, you better be sorry.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And even then, by the way, that doesn't mean you play around with them in Muslim countries. They can be tough and bag you as well. But there's that concept of, when you use Islam and they see you're a practicing person, they're going to be more softer. Just recently, Adam was in Egypt and I sent him to the bookstore for me to get some books for me. So he said to me, Imran, this is long. I'm just gonna give you the guy's WhatsApp number. So I'm chatting to the bookstore owner in Egypt. Akhi, I don't know. I don't even know his first name. He doesn't even know my name. Wow. My WhatsApp picture, he thinks
is you.
I'm a Somali you.
Holding
up a pair of Gucci slippers and an AirPod because someone tells him my thing. That's what he thinks I am. So he doesn't even know who I am. Yeah. So I tell him I want these books that are there. So he gets them packaged for me. Adam goes and picks them up the next day, sends her the money. Akhi, I'm 1,000 Janae short, which is about £50. £50. Akhi, they're not rich people, akhi, man. There's a lot of
1,000
money.
Janae is a lot of money.
There's a lot of money for them.
It's a lot of money. Akhi, he said, pay it whenever. Just take it.
But isn't that an interesting anyway where they say don't pay, take, and when you don't pay they're like
no.
That's all the phone, innit?
No, but of course that's everyone. No, but his point wasn't just take it. His point was just pay me after.
no, but don't they say that anyway in Egypt?
No. That's normal in Muslim countries. They always say you pay me later. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
When the one say, keep it.
Keep it, that's a bit much.
Keep it, that's the problem. Take it for free.
That's the kind of, even Pakistani's like, he's being nice to you, just give it to him, yeah? But when he says, I don't pay him back later, well, that's normal, akhi. That's normal. That's normal. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I'm waiting for payday, inshallah, then I'm going to send him his 1,000 Janae. Even Pakistan, like, from the angle of like, I remember I was in, so there's a university in Lahore called Lums.
Lums.
Not Lums, sorry. I'm thinking of the Shafi'i right now. Lums, Lums. It's their Oxford. It's the Oxford of Pakistan, right? And it's a very secular university. So I remember when we went there to give da'wah one day. The point I'm making is that I was there inside the university. And I grabbed a bunch of guys and girls that are free mixing. Probably don't pray. Probably even take drugs. Probably whatever. I just started talking about Islam.
Nasha.
Huh?
Dude, Nasha.
Nasha, yeah.
Jars.
Get high.
The basic means drugs.
Thank
So,
you.
so as I'm chatting to them, yeah, bro, act, they started crying, bro. And obviously, it is a secular uni, but there's a masjid in the uni because it's a Muslim country, right?
Yeah.
So the adhan goes. I said, all of you go make tawbah to Allah now. They all went. And they listen. Like I'm saying, even da'wah wise, they listen. You know what I'm saying? They want
They respect the Islam, yeah.
One thing that I'd
I've seen
mention
that as well.
as a benefit that I've noticed, and then again, like I said, I've only been to Pakistan, Saudi, Egypt for a transit stopover. I think that counts. Gulf Air,
Still got arrested.
again, Bahrain, just in the airport, that doesn't count.
Mentioned
But-
Jordan as well.
But mainly,
Might as well put
yeah,
that-
that's what I mean, Jordan and all these other places. But in terms
Oh
of,
man, even the
man.
world, then isn't it, mate?
yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Check
isn't
all the
it? Yeah.
airports.
But really, it's just Pakistan, Saudi, and Dubai. And one thing I've noticed, obviously, I've been there for about five years, but especially in Dubai, this most recent trip, one thing that for me really was like, wow, was security. Like,
Oh, safety.
these guys, yeah, like I'd go to pick up a car. They've got like a car park outside. It's an open car park, and I'll time contact for the car. Where's the car? Oh, yeah, the car's outside. You can just go take it. So where's the key? Goes keys inside the car. Bro, this is a £300,000 Lamborghini. You parked it outside, unlocked, left the keys in the car. And they're like, yeah, well, and like I would feel weird. Like it's out of habit. Wherever I would go, I'll lock the car. And some people actually said to me, like, how can you lock the car? Like, what's gonna happen to the car? Who's gonna take the car?
Who's gonna take the
I'm like,
car?
what do you mean, bro? Like, there's a million people out there that can take the car. Like, no, like this is not just. It's just not how it runs here, yeah. And like I know one brother who lives in Dubai, and like he's saying, bro, yeah, like, I can send my daughter to the shop. She can go to a shop which is like down the road. I got not a single concern. I see my front door, like even like the flat we were living at,
That's what I
we
was just gonna
kept
say.
the key for the flat underneath the welcome mat on the front door,
And everyone knew it was there.
and
Yeah.
everyone knew it was
you know
there.
what-
Bro, that's I should have mentioned that one as well, bro. In Saudi, in Mecca, where I stay, wallahi, at least maybe for 4 years, I never locked the door. The door was not locked. I would just come in and out. I would leave Mecca for a week. I'll come back, unlock the door, unlock it just like that.
We even had
That's-
that
that's
on
what
the
I'm
next
saying. So,
during the next
you
you
one.
know,
as well.
after you lot moved, we moved to a smaller place, right?
Yeah.
And it was a bit hard. Like I couldn't.
Basically,
clock.
there was a keypad you had to type in to lock the door and to unlock the door. So we just wouldn't even lock it.
And it was one of those like, and it just dawned upon me on the second day. I was like, oh, snap.
Doors unlocked the whole time. Yeah.
And
But you have to realize that's not all Muslim countries, you know that.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
but-
Like, places
but-
like something like Pakistan,
Everything's very
yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Even I'm sure there's places in Dubai. So yeah, I don't think so, but there in particular.
I think that the reason for that is
But okay, let me ask you a question. It might not be every Muslim country, but is there any non-Muslim
Non-Muslim-
country that you can do
that
that?
happens.
I've never been, but I heard Finland, the Norwegian, them Scandinavian countries are a bit safe. I
Oh,
don't
is it?
know,
Oh,
but
I
I'm
thought it was
saying
like two
I
Muslims.
I heard from one brother
I've been to them countries and I don't
No.
think they leave the door.
I heard one brother
Yeah, I don't
from
think
Canada
anyway.
tell me that you can do that in Canada. You can leave
Canada?
the car unlocked, front door unlocked. that stuff.
Canada, bro.
Yeah.
Canada's one of the craziest countries.
Bro,
like,
Canada-
It's a big country, though.
T-dot,
innit? So,
I
Oh,
think
there might
maybe
be
it's
places like in the remote
places-
areas.
They
yeah.
got certain hoods that they call the jungle, my brother.
yeah.
Yeah, nah.
It's called
but I
the
would
jungle,
say-
my brother.
But I would say the point is still valid because I think that safety is not that level of safety is not established except by Islam.
Except by Islam.
Except by Islam.
Yeah.
No, but
That level of safety. I think
Even this morning is sorry.
sorry. There is safety, different levels of safety in non-Muslim lands, but I don't think there's a level of safety that you can establish except for by Islam, where you literally leaving your house open. I would literally, well, I remember when I was this was when I was really shocked. Actually, no, I was shocked about the one in Mecca, the flat leaving it for 4 or 5 years. After later on, when I started becoming lenient, now I just don't lock stuff. SubhanAllah. So people start sticking on me for that. But when I was really shocked when I was actually in Mecca was when the adhan would go off and a gold shop, you know, in this country you have 2 doors for gold shops.
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Bulletproof
gold
windows
shop-
and all that.
A gold shop, the way he would close it, there wouldn't be no doors. It would be a cloth over it. That's it. He'll close it with a cloth. Wallahi, I was
Yo.
shocked. I was like, this is gold, real
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
And he'll
like-
close it with a cloth, go to prayer and come back.
yeah.
Like,
wow.
wow.
And
that's
look at
when I
that
was shocked.
during the salah, and you know what the sad thing? During the salah, everyone's praying. You just
Yeah.
swipe. No one
Yeah,
even
no,
knows.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's-
no.
There's no
one knows.
CCTV like that
Yeah.
fully there.
Yeah, bro, because some of those like shopping centers are peak.
Little alleyways
But
and stuff.
you know what it is? It's just there's khair in the ummah, man.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know some people are gonna say to me, bro, I've been to Dubai and I've seen it. You know,
Had a bad
clubs and this,
experience.
that, and I've been to Saudi and then they're arrogant. I've been to Pakistan and we tell me they're just. You know what it is? I remember something. Ustad Rahman said to me many years ago. He said to me, a person when he goes to a place, he'll find what he's looking for.
Yeah. Very true.
What you found was a reflection of really you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the UAE, I mean, I go there, my iman increases. I'll go to the masajid. I pray 5 times a day in the masjid, or as many as a traveler as I can pray in the masjid. I'm hearing and then my iman is increasing. There's mashayikh, there's durus there, there's bookstores there. I'm finding. I just went to the bookstore. I bought books that like really benefited me. I'm gonna learn. They've already started increasing my iman. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing brothers, it's Islamic brotherhood around. I go Pakistan. Okay, you can go and you can focus on the there is a degree. There's like a cheating nature to some of the people. You could talk about some of the bad manners, even though it's not even that bad manners to be honest. But you could talk about the guys and girls are free mixing. They're starting to free mix. You can talk about that. Or you can talk about the mashayikh, the masajid, the manners, the hospitality, the love, the this, you know what I'm saying? You'll find what you're looking for. If you're paying attention for the clubs, you're going to see clubs. If you're paying, because like everywhere's got, like most places have got problems, you know what I'm saying? But the point is we're looking at the khair. That khair, which is missing here, that's the point. You know, it's missing here.
Yeah, so the reason why I laugh, you know, you said there's khair in the ummah, it just gave me a flashback. You remember that episode of Bhai with reality versus expectations? And you were like, I'm just waiting for the day of judgment. And then the Saad was like, nah, there's still khair in the ummah.
Have you seen that?
Society's mashed.
Have you seen that
Oh,
article?
it's mashed.
There's no hope, man. We're just waiting
Have you
for
seen
the
that
day of
article?
judgment.
There's a woman.
Waiting for the day of judgment. What's
Nah,
wrong?
there's khair in this
If we just put that clip in there, I think I don't know, you're going through a dark time in that. It was just so funny. And then Saad started laughing. He's like, no. There's khair in the ummah.
Yeah, for that.
But what I was saying was, just going back to the previous point. Qadrullah, this morning, I got to my car because I had to go somewhere. And I realized the back door on the side was fully open. And we left it open since the last night. Because the night before,
And open like this.
the car fully open, like someone could have jumped in. Because the night before I had 2 big boxes I had to carry, so I picked up one from one side, came to the other side, opened that door, picked the other one, and then I remember I gave the keys to my family, and I told her to lock the door, shut the door, and then off you go back inside or whatever, because I was carrying the boxes. And I came this morning, I was like, oh, my heart was put. Like, I was thinking, oh snap, like inside. I was trying to work out what did I have inside here. Alhamdulillah, like nothing. There was a bit of money in there. There was, my portable charger. Nothing of real value. And there's like some stuff to do my motorbike in the boot, like helmet and gloves. I was checking everything, and it just gave me a throwback to when I was in Dubai, where I would leave like £1,000 cameras attached to the thing, and like not even worry at all about anything happening to it. This morning I was like, well, you know what? I want to go live in a Muslim country, man.
That safety point, wallah,
It's
a big point.
It's a big point, isn't it?
The scholars say that the person who's aqil, the intellectual person, he will never be able to. They say that safety, without it, you can't enjoy anything. And with it, you can enjoy even the least thing. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, the example we said is that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he said that قبض الملح في الأمن, holding on to salt, eating salt. I haven't got much money. Eating salt during a time of fitna, during a time of safety, is better than أكل فالوذج في الفتنة. Is better than eating faludaj in fitna, in a time of hardship.
What's faludaj?
Faludaj is basically a type of sweet food that they would love. It's a luxury food. So we say basically delicacy. Having hard times, having no money, but there's safety in the country, is better than having the best of money, everything, but when there's no safety. Because when there's no safety, you can't enjoy it. You can't enjoy your sleep. That bed that your luxury bed that you're sleeping on, you don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe someone's gonna break in. When there's no safety, if you've got nice food, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it, because you don't know next day someone can just take it off you. You're not gonna have peace of mind when there's no safety. When there's no safety,
biggest, most valuable thing.
Yeah, I don't know. They say that, huh?
Yeah.
They say that, yeah.
Right,
so the peace of mind that you're gonna have in safety is gonna make you enjoy everything.
Yes.
And the opposite of peace of mind, when you have no peace of mind, when there is no safety, when you have luxury, it's gonna make you not even enjoy that luxury. You're gonna see, I can't even enjoy this.
Very true. So true.
Another thing,
It's actually
on
so
that same
true.
point.
So true.
Another thing on that same point is
biggest-
while we were in Dubai, I actually remember, like, I don't know why I counted it, but I counted it 7 times while we were in Dubai. I saw or heard sirens. 4 times it was an ambulance. 3 times it was police. Of the 3 times it was police, one was when I was following the police guy to the impound because he impounded the car. Second time was when there was a car accident, like mad thing, like car was on fire, everything, and there was police cars there sorting it. And the last time was when I was dropping off the final car. There was a woman, she had broken down. One of her tires popped, so the policeman had pulled over,
so
his
not
sirens
for-
on, and he was
So not for a crime.
he had jacked up her car. He was trying to put the tire onto her car. But from crime wise, I don't know. I landed in the UK. I'm jumping in my cab. I hear sirens. I see police cars driving past me. You know, last night when I was driving, I remember I had boxes in the back of my car, as I mentioned, and I couldn't see my rear view. And I remember just driving along. I looked at my, and for some reason I looked back and I realized there's a police car behind me, and I think I had Quran playing, so I couldn't even hear it. So he must have been behind me for time trying to get past me in it. Then I quickly went to the side, and as he walked past, he kind of looked at me like he must have the sirens on it. But the point is that he was flying to battle in it basically, and it's just every day, like in one day you'll see.
You
I've
just don't
probably
feel
seen
safe,
police
man.
more times here in one day than I did in the whole 12-day trip in Dubai.
Nah, that's one of the first things that I noticed when I come back. When you land back, when you land back from a Muslim country,
Yeah.
you're a bit shocked, a bit phased. That's one of the first things that I noticed when I come back here. The police sirens, like what? Police? Oh, I
Police,
forgot
you
the
get
police in this
phone
country.
calls. This brother's got killed. This brother's been arrested. This brother, this brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, wallah, it's sad. Even it shows the environment. Like, like we've taken brothers that are like some gully road brothers to Muslim countries. Just place them there.
They change.
They walk different.
Yeah.
They talk different. They think different. Same guy who might stab someone here. Are you okay?
Wait, that's specific to the Haram? Because
Nah,
Haram itself is blessed.
No,
Yeah, Haram, but I've seen
I'm
other
saying
places.
Medina and Makkah.
No.
What other places then?
No.
Dubai.
Pakistan.
Mm.
I'll give you one example, yeah. There's one brother who, in his area, is like a big drug dealer. And he's one of the guys who kind of runs his ends. Wallahi, I saw him there, just finding kids and giving them food.
Isn't it also about the company that you're with?
So like, that's my point, is that the whole country is a better
Country's company.
Yeah.
The whole country's company.
No, but the reason I say that is because I know guys who go to Dubai, they party, they do
Yeah, that's
alcohol.
you're right.
everything and
That-
whatnot,
that's
and-
what you have to understand is, Muslim countries that have these like
if you go with Dalman as part of a group where you're trying to change your life.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So what you have to understand is that when you go to like Egypt, for example, and you go to like Sharm el-Sheikh, for example, or you go to Turkey. Turkey's got one of the craziest. I don't think people realize. People talk about Dubai nightlife. Like Turkey's got one of the craziest nightlifes at Istanbul.
Oh yeah, sure. I've been to Turkey as well.
Yeah,
It's not a country.
I love
on the
it.
list.
Sarahatan, Turkey was nice as well. It's not just unfair that we didn't mention Turkey.
I've never been, sorry.
No, I
Neither
went.
have I.
I would have
Yeah, I've
mentioned
been.
it.
No, I went. I think it's important to mention. Well, like
Very
Turkey
nice. Yeah.
was very nice. You could tell the people have like a secular kind of thing, but Turkey was very nice,
Yeah.
very lovely, very lovely. There's
Even like when it was Salah time, they kick all the non-Muslims
Yeah.
out. Even like the
Oh, I
courtyards
love
of
that,
the
by the
masjid.
way.
Whoa,
You know,
whoa,
we
whoa!
were in
What's
the blue
that?
bus.
That is news.
we were in the
I've
blue
never
bus,
heard
and this
that
lady
before.
was trying to get in, and he was like, "Sorry, it's prayer time."
Yeah, it's prayer time. They don't
Prayer
let you
time.
in.
In where? What time? In where?
Salah time.
They don't let you in where?
The masjid. It's
Oh,
a historical masjid, isn't it? So it's like a tourist place.
Yeah, tourist
Tourist,
masjid.
brother.
So you're allowed in to like view it and stuff.
Yeah.
But at Salah
Get
time,
outta here.
and in the Musalla areas, only Muslims allowed as well.
Yeah. So it's lovely. But here's my point: is that I'm saying, despite the niceness, I'm saying there is a nightlife there. There is a nightlife in Dubai. There's a nightlife in Egypt.
That's what I was saying. Like we're not trying to say that these places are perfect as well.
But here's my point. What people need to realize is, despite it not being perfect, is that even in Pakistan there's a nightlife. There's an underground
Yeah,
nightlife.
it's
Like,
a
there's
mad
mad
nightlife.
stuff
Yeah,
that
it's
happens
mad
there.
stuff,
But
yeah.
my point is that when you go to, what you have to realize is that one brother told me this in Dubai, because I used to have this mindset of, no, it's nasty and this, that, and the other. He said, Imran, you only ever came here as a tourist. So in the tourist places, he's saying they have that stuff.
Yeah.
But what you don't realize is that when you live here, normal people don't live like that.
As in the people who live here.
Yeah.
They don't live
Yeah.
like that.
As in-
Yeah,
as in-
that's
as in
important.
you-
Obviously, if you go to a beach resort, you're gonna see
Yeah.
fitna and
But I'm
sounds
saying,
good,
and the thing is, because we lived there,
Yeah.
we tried it out.
Yeah, it was banging.
And there's a masjid everywhere. It's
Yeah.
just lovely and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
calm. I mean, should we conclude there? Because it's
Yeah.
got quite a long.
We need to pray as
and
well.
we need to pray.
Maybe
and
the
need to
next
record
episode can be
another
on the topic of the difference between da'wah in a Muslim country and a non-Muslim country.
Yeah, potentially, inshallah.
Oh, wait, actually, wait. Can I mention this last point?
Go for it.
Which is that there's freedom of Islamic expression which you don't have here.
You don't have here?
I don't mean in terms of how you practice. I'm saying how you're treated by shopkeepers, waitresses, waiters, whoever. Just in general, the asl of the people is that you are a stranger. You're a weird person here if you're practicing.
Whereas
But over
in
there,
Muslim countries,
you can be
it's
you can be as practicing as you can be super practicing. You can be one of the I think there's someone there's people out there who call us super Salafis. You can be super Salafi if you want. And then nobody there's no
ask for a barrier.
That's what I'm saying.
Private seating, stuff like that. It's normal there. Whereas here, people are like, oh, why are the normal tables not good enough?
There's no community stance against being as practicing as you want to be.
It's more
That's very valuable. Yeah,
And I feel like,
they take it seriously, you know.
Like, you don't feel like you need to compromise. Whereas
Yeah,
here, a lot
exactly.
of people, the reason why they trim their beards or
Yeah.
don't wear a thobe or don't wear above their ankles because they're scared of being heckled or whatever. But over there, you don't.
Yeah,
need to,
exactly.
You don't need to worry about being Muslim.
No, I'm saying just that free, like we mentioned before, peace of mind, just that freedom in your mind of I can do whatever I want in terms of my practice of my religion.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be a single, maybe not from the people specifically, but there's not going to be any organization, any someone who represents a business or a company or whatever to stop you from doing that. And that's quite valuable. And it's quite.
That's a lot. I think the most, yeah, that's true. But I think sometimes you find that there is even in Muslim countries where there's a bit of, يعني, you'd say a little bit of a bad treatment of some
towards practicing people.
Some places, sometimes, in some.
But as a general rule, you wouldn't though. As a general rule.
The point the only reason why I say that is because when you said organizations, I think that's the only place you actually might find it. You know, they might not want to hire a person like that. That is present, to be honest. But the point that I think is valid in the Muslim lands is that the majority of the people, they respect you more. Even if he's not practicing. Here, if he's not practicing, he's going to hide from you. Or if he's not Muslim, it's going to be even worse. Maybe he won't even like you.
Exactly.
But in a Muslim land, if they're Muslims and they're not practicing, they're not really, no, when I say not practicing, I say they're not really into deen that much. Even those people, they respect you because they know the value of Islam.
Exactly.
That's one thing. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And I think that thing alone is worth traveling to a Muslim land, just seeing if you like it or not. You know, that thing is worth it. Just the fact that someone can tell you that exists should intrigue you enough to
definitely
want to find
sisters,
out
who like feel conscious about hijab. They're not gonna feel like that over there, man. Hijab, niqab is like
that's a big deal. Yeah, maybe
especially the niqab. Yeah, like that's hard here, but it's easy there. I don't know about there, but certain places.
Calm. We'll end it there, inshallah, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Chai with my Bhai, which we are just about to record right now because, as mentioned previously, we're losing our studio. So we're trying to record as much as possible to get it done, to make the transition period as smooth as possible. As always, links are in the description if you want to buy Chai and buy merch, if you'd like to donate towards the project. Other than that, see you guys on the next episode. Assalamu alaikum, peace.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. I want you to meet Johnny. Johnny is a key member of our team. With the permission of Allah, he's responsible for the recording, the editing, and the uploading of almost every single bit of content that you see on the YouTube channel. Now, that's a beautiful task, but behind it, there is a bit of a sad story, and that is that Johnny is overworked. Right now, it's way past hours. It's 8 p.m. at night, and he's probably going to be here for a few more hours. And he's been here since 7 a.m. in the morning. And this is, sad to say, a normal day. Because in order for us to be able to reach our targets and to get the content out to you so that we can produce what we can every day to ensure that da'wah reaches who it needs to reach, the team needs to work this hard. The reality of the matter is that this is not sustainable long term. Johnny is going to burn out. Johnny's going to give up. And when that happens, the da'wah is unfortunately going to be affected. I need you guys to be able to help Johnny. Help him how? We need a bigger team. We need more graphic designers. We need more editors. We need more cameramen to help us sustain what we're doing now and so that we can do more. But that all requires funding. And that's where you come in. You see, in the da'wah, everyone has a role to play. Don't think that it's just my job or Johnny's job. I have something to share in terms of what little knowledge I've acquired, and that's my job. Johnny has the skills, and that's his job. But in order to make this operation run, for us to hire the people with the skill set to be able to do what they're doing, that's where you come in. The ones who may not have that skill, who may not have the ability to give the da'wah, but they do have the ability to fund it, to allow the da'wah to manifest. So in essence, when I'm asking you to help Johnny, I'm asking you to help yourself. Because this is you fulfilling your responsibility so that you can get that reward in the day of judgment. So help Johnny by helping yourself, by donating as generously as you can at the link below. Peace.